Steve McClaren shares the latest news on Mason Greenwood, and the local boys have their first of two chances to impress and force themselves into the national team setup for World Cup qualifiers.
Jamaica have a lifeline! How about this?
Big up Gunnaz. I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz will say, but big up Gunnaz.
If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Gunnaz podcast. I'm your host, Dicanio, an Arsenal fan who covers everything Reggae Boys and local football. Help me get to my goal of 4,000 subscribers by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And if that goal is achieved, I will be giving away free tickets to the game featuring the Reggae Boys and Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Also, for the regular viewers, remember that every single video I do on this channel must get to 100 likes. So just go ahead and smash that like button. Now, Steve McClaren had a lot to share in his pre-match press conferences as he mentioned the latest news on Mason Greenwood and also how preparations have been going over the past few days for the first game against Trinidad at Catherine Hall in Mobay. Now, Steve McClaren said that the players have been fantastic in training with great energy and have been impressed so far on the pitch. When asked what he will be looking for in the games against Trinidad, he said that the boys will have to impress in the games individually, but the only way to do so will be to play as a team. He mentioned how difficult it will be because of the potential lack of cohesion due to them playing for different clubs, which for me is normal because that is always the case anyway. In every international break, there's always minimal time to prepare, and players are always coming in from different clubs. So I'm really hoping that that is not an excuse that Steve McClaren will draw for if results do not go our way in those games. Steve McClaren went on to mention that after seeing Angling for 45 minutes and Magee for 10 minutes on a highlight clip, he decided to select them for the national team for the first time last year. And to me, that is a clear signal that the coach is willing to give talent a chance. The boys will have these two games, in my opinion, and we'll have two more games against St. Vincent for the Gold Cup qualifiers to show why they should be a part of the World Cup qualifier squad in June. So the local boys must take their opportunity as if this is the last chance for them. Steve McClaren was asked what he felt was missing from the national team squad, and he went on to speak about how he and his coaching staff analyzed the first 6 games of his tenure and split them up into halves, where they only lost 2 halves, which were against the USA. Well, for me, they also drew a whole lot of halves, and that is not an adequate response for me. I think that there are many things missing from this Reggae Boy squad. We need a partner for Ethan Pinnock that is competent. We need a midfield partner for Isaac Hayden that is not Joel Latibodier. And we need a hard-working, creative player from wide or in the middle, as long as it's in the attack line. And we need a striker, right? So that partner for Pinnock, a whole lot of people don't like Damian Lowe, but he is the first choice now. Can Deshaun Bernard find form and displace him? Is Richard King good enough to be that replacement that everyone is looking for? Mason Holgate is there as well, who a whole lot of people do not fancy. So I think that is an issue. We need to sort out that partner for Pinnock. Someone that is competent and is not going to make rash decisions and cost the team in the grand scheme of things. We also need a midfield partner, as I said, for Isaac Hayden. We do not want to see Joel Latibodier playing beside him because it really does not allow us to have that great fluency between attack and defense. They are both defensive players, so you really just have to play one of them. Right. The only way I want to see that is if we're winning a game in the final 15 minutes of a match and we want 2 of them on the pitch to really solidify. But starting football matches and going to win football matches, I don't really want to see both of those players in the team. We have John Russell. Casey Palmer has been tried there, but he doesn't impress when he plays for us. So I think it's time for John Russell. I've been an advocate for John Russell starting alongside Isaac Hayden. But whoever McClaren chooses, that person needs to be a box crusher and 8, someone who can also help the team in attack while they are solid in defense, which Joel Latibodier is not. Also, we need a hard-working, creative player. I know that player can come from wide or from in the midfield. That player can come in the form of a Ravel Morrison in the middle, or if we were to getting a Mason Greenwood or potentially a Dwight McNeil, that is the type of player where, that type of player would definitely help us. And we need a striker, as you guys all know, which I will go ahead and speak about later in this video because Steve McClaren did point that out. We all need a striker because Mikel Antonio will be out for the foreseeable future. So we definitely do need a striker. And one more thing that is not included on my script, but I just remembered, we need a left back because Amar Bell has no legs, right? Amar Bell has no legs. He's not the same player that he was when he just started playing for Jamaica. And Greg Lee is not of the quality to be playing consistently against the higher top teams in Concacaf. So Tyrick Mitchell as well would be very, very good. Hopefully the JFF are working on that. We all know that he does qualify to play for Jamaica. So hopefully they are working on those few things. I would say a left back, a partner for Pinnock, a midfield partner for Hayden, a consistent, hardworking, creative player, whether that is from wide or in the middle, and a striker. Those are key points in the national team setup where I think we are lacking. He also had a few things to say about Mason Greenwood and his situation after being asked on an update on that. Now, in response, Steve McClaren said that we are in touch with Mason all the time, making sure he knows and his family knows that we want him here at Jamaica in the campaign for the World Cup. We are still one document to be signed away from this happening, and my indications are that Mason wants to play for Jamaica. We respect the family's decision at the present moment. It is in their hands, and that is what we are waiting for. Now, we all know that he's not going to say who specifically the person of his family is, but we all know right about this time that his mom is the one standing between him playing. As McClaren said, we need to respect the family's decision because at the end of the day, it is up to her whether he plays or not. We all need her signature. So bashing her on social media and trying to find her and making videos bad about her is not going to help that situation. So yeah, hopefully, we try to give them the privacy, and for whatever reason, we just hope that can be sorted so that Mason can start representing. Because based on my sources, Mason had wanted to play for Jamaica from way last year, from March in the Nations League when we were about to play the USA. I have news from players in and around the Reggae Boyz setup that Mason Greenwood basically was saying that he wants to come and mash up the United States, right? So it's been a very long time that Mason has told the Jamaica Football Federation that he wants to play for us and he wants to continue his international career with us. But as Steve McClaren said, it's not a family issue. We know nothing about it, so we just have to hope and pray. Now, the last thing that I want to do is just give you guys a quick predicted 11 for my game later today. Now, this is just the best 11. We all know that the squad is very big, so Steve McClaren might choose to play one set of players here and then play another set of players at Anthony Spalding Sports Complex on Sunday. But this is just my best 11. So obviously we are going to see Jamali Waite in goal. It's a tight one between Jamali Waite or Shaquan Davis, but if Jamali Waite is in the squad, he starts because he's our overall second choice goalkeeper behind Andre Blake. So I would say Jamali Waite in goal. Then we have Richard King. I'll try something different. I would like to see Sule McCullough play in a centre-back partnership beside Richard King. A whole lot of people will maybe say, why am I making that decision? But yeah, that's just me. I think he can play there alongside Richard King. So I would say Sule McCullough at left centre-back and Richard King at right centre-back. Then I'm going to go for Robino Garden at right back and Gadale Irving at left back. For midfield, I'm going to have Joshawn Anglin. This one is very, very tight, but I'm going to go with someone who has experience on the international level, which is Demario Phillips. A whole lot of people are saying Romeo Gertie, but I'm going to go with someone that's proven, which is Demario Phillips. So Demario Phillips and Joshawn Anglin are the two in the midfield that I'll be going for. And then up top and on the wings, I'm going to go Ronaldo Biggs on the right wing. This one's pretty tough though. I'm gonna go. Yeah, this one is it's scratching my brain. It depends on the formation that I want to use, but I'm gonna go 4-2-3-1. As I said, this one is very, very tough. But I'm going to go Ronaldo Beats on the left, Jalmar Calvin on the right, and Raheem Edwards and Shanil Thomas up top. Those are the two that I'm going to go with. Warner Brown just misses out on my starting 11, but if he makes it, it's just it no matter. They're all quality players up top, and you really have to scratch your head when it comes to selecting a squad or a starting 11 with all of them in it. So that's my starting 11. Shaquan, not Jamali Waite, Sule McCullough, Richard King, Robino Gordon, Gadale Irving, Demario Phillips, Josh Anglin, Ronaldo Biggs, Jalmar Calvin, Shanil Thomas, and Raheem Edwards in a 4-4-2 formation. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that starting 11 and also about the other thoughts that I made in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz, but say, but big up Gunnaz.